This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, high levels of toxic algae detected at a popular Southland shooting spot limits duck on the menu for game bird hunters. Dunedin launches the long-awaited new bowel cancer screening program. And the Invercargill Loss and Grief Centre opens their support to the wider Southland community. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Melissa Barton. Game bird hunters are being warned to avoid contact with the water at a popular duck shooting spot in Southland. High levels of toxic algae detected at Waituna Lagoon may cause health risks to anyone consuming game birds from the area. Sharon Rees reports.
Monitoring carried out by Environment Southland has shown high levels of planktonic cyanobacteria at Waituna Lagoon in Southland. With duck shooting season starting on May 5, Environment Southland has advised hunters to avoid contact with the lagoon until health warnings are removed. In a statement, Public Health South Health Protection Officer Sam Mangai said, while there is still research to be done around cyanobacteria, there will be a level of risk to those who consume ducks or fish from waterways with toxic algal blooms. It was advised that consumption be limited to less than one meal a week and that the liver and other organs should be avoided, as this is where toxins accumulate in the duct system. Anyone experiencing health symptoms after contact with contaminated water should visit a doctor immediately. For more information, visit es.govt.nz. Sharon Rees, The South Today.
And further news on that story. There has been a report of potentially harmful algal bloom, also known as red tide, at nearby Areti Beach. A sample has been taken for analysis, and those recreating in the area are advised to avoid the bloom or seek medical attention immediately if feeling unwell. Dunedin has seen the long-awaited new bowel cancer screening program launched today. The event included the public being able to explore inside an inflatable tunnel shaped like a bell.
The southern launch of the National Bowel Screening Program.
The Dunedin Octagon was host to a large inflated simulation of a human bowel today. The display was to help draw public attention to the bowel cancer screening program, which will save lives and prolong health for many people across Otago and Southland. Southern DHB clinical lead Dr. Jason Hill said all indications showed the cancer screening program would be a success.
Southern DHB have some of the highest rates of bowel cancer in the world, particularly in women, and we have the highest death rate in the world from bowel cancer, in New Zealand from bowel cancer. So potentially this will have a significant impact for our community here. So we are very pleased to be the first South Island DHB to roll out. We're the largest DHB geographically, so it has its own challenges. But given the amount of interest we've had from the community and from the media, we have no doubts that it will be a success and we'll have very high participation rates.
Over the next 2 years, 51,000 people aged between 60 and 74 will receive a letter inviting them to participate in the cancer screening program. However, Dr. Hill said that anyone else who was concerned about their health could contact their GP.
There are many individuals out there who will be included in the bowel screening program, and that's fine, but there are many who aren't currently included in the program or over the age range for the program. It's very important that people are aware of their bowel health for any number of reasons, and anybody that's worried about their bowel health is recommended to go and speak to their GP. Those individuals who have a family history should also go and speak to their GP because there are already programs for them for screening and surveillance.
He said there were some lifestyle changes that people could consider to help reduce the possibility of bowel cancer.
There are some generic things people can do to improve their bowel health anyway, and they're simple things that everybody talks about: regular exercise, reduced alcohol, reduced smoking, and probably reduced animal protein as well, so reducing the amount of red meat in the diet.
The first invitation letters for the screening are to be sent out this week. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
A scientist at the University of Otago is developing a test to help Māori cancer patients. Professor of Biochemistry Perry Guilford is working on a test to detect DNA from cancerous tumours. He says the test will help tell if the tumour is growing or shrinking. Professor Guilford believes it could help improve health inequities for Māori and those in isolated areas. The Invercargill Loss and Grief Centre will soon be offering their support to the wider Southland community. A new support centre being established in Gore is the first step towards supporting Southland's rural communities. Sharon Rees has more.
Invercargill's Loss and Grief Centre has increased its services to 5 days a week to meet rising demand. And it doesn't stop there. Centre Director Carolyn Liu says the demand is Southland-wide and that a new support centre opening in Gore next week is just the beginning.
We're going to start off with Monday mornings to begin with, but then we've got support groups starting in June and they'll be Monday afternoons, and then quite happy to grow services if we need to. We're just starting quietly to see what the community needs. We're looking and have secured a base for in Winton, so I'm hoping that in June we'll start servicing there once a fortnight for a day, and then we'll look at Lumsden. But at the moment, Gore and then Winton, and find our feet.
She said people were embracing the service due to its relaxed nature and stress-free environment.
If they want to walk up and down out there a few times to just breathe and get ready, they can. They're not running to a time frame. They don't have to be here at 2 because the appointment's at 2. So we try and reduce the stress, which I think is a model that isn't really in existence anywhere else. That's why people are more confident to come, because they have made that decision. They weren't told to come, they weren't forced to come.
Lou said when she started the service 2 years ago, she never imagined it would have such a wide reach in the region.
Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd be itinerating in the community again. I used to do that in my old job as a teacher. So I just smile thinking, oh, I'm back on the road again. But I love that. I love going into rural communities and supporting them, because everybody deserves that support, not just the bigger towns.
The Gore Centre opens on Monday, April 30, with support services expanding to Winton from around June. Sharon Rees, The South Today.
Still to come on The South Today, Federated Farmers released the results of their survey on proposed tax law changes, and we catch up with another of the unsung hero recipients in Queenstown.
For all your news from the southern regions as it happens, go to our Facebook page. The South Today, connecting you with your community thanks to New Zealand On Air.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikorai Valley Road. Visit www.garrador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
Every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
At Action Engineering, the team make their mark as innovators in engineering because they don't just make things, they provide solutions. Call now on 477-1643 or go online to see the services they provide.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
Don't wait for seed to germinate. Why not do it the smart way? For instant results, call Ready Lawn today, or for more information, go to readylawn.co.nz.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Welcome back. Federated Farmers have just released the results of a survey looking at proposed changes to tax laws. A survey of almost 1,500 farmers showed that over 90% of farmers opposed the idea of a new land tax. However, almost half of the farmers surveyed supported a capital gains tax on properties sold within 5 years. Federated Farmers said they will send a comprehensive submission to the government's tax working group. On Anzac Day, he will honour the men and women who have fallen in war, but long-serving Queenstown volunteer Lyle McGregor will himself be honoured tonight. He is one of the recipients of the Rotary Club's Unsung Hero Award. Queenstown reporter Mina Amso met up with McGregor earlier today.
Right on the waterfront.
Queenstown RSA President Lyle McGregor was busy today in Queenstown sorting out the details for tomorrow's Anzac Day celebrations at the Memorial Hall. But he's being honoured himself tonight with an Unsung Hero Award for his contribution in the community and for having been part of the fabric of the resort for 47 years. Were you surprised?
I was actually. I was rang by one of the members and said, "You've been nominated." And my first words were, who dogged me in?
McGregor has been a Queenstown Fire Brigade volunteer for 37 years, an active RSA member for 12 years, and a president for 4 years.
With Fire Brigade, you don't talk about a lot of the things you've done or accidents or things like that. You did it because you wanted to help. I think taking over the presidency of the Queenstown RSA was possibly my most prominent thing that sort of come out of it.
He's pleased to see a waiting list of people wanting to join the Queenstown Fire Brigade.
Well, we're at our maximum numbers now.
But he would like to see more hands put up to help charities like St. John. At various times, McGregor has been involved in the Fire Brigade, the RSA, the Remarkables Theatre, Queenstown Showbiz and Shotover Country Music Club. And although retirement isn't on the cards, he is trying to step back a little. He says it feels good to be up there with the other Unsung Hero Award recipients. They'll be presented tonight at the Rotary Club's awards dinner in Queenstown. Mina Amso, The South Today.
The University of Otago has begun its program of installing 26 additional surveillance cameras in North Dunedin. The cameras, which are mostly located on road intersections, will send footage back to a central control room. The video material will be retained for 30 days before being deleted. The footage can only be viewed by approved staff and cannot be used to criticise non-criminal behaviour among the student population. The Mid-Canterbury Vintage Machinery Club had a fun day out today, grubbing up a paddock in preparation for a crop of barley. The South Today had a look to find out what it's all about.
The owners of 8 different tractors ranging from a 1950s Massey Ferguson to a brand new John Deere got a chance to grub up a 9-hectare paddock near Tynwald today. The tractor operators were part of the Mid-Canterbury Vintage Machinery Club, and club president John Hall said they were preparing the land for this year's crop.
We've got a paddock that Greg Donaldson has let us have for a couple of seasons to grow barley on. We had barley here last harvest and last year, and we're just cultivating it now so that we can put another crop in. Probably in a month or so we'll put winter barley in. So there's about 8 members here with their tractors today.
With harvest likely next January, the crop of barley will be sold to raise money for the club. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
After the break on The South Today, the Highlanders confirmed they will play a test in Invercargill against the French Barbarians in June, and a new affordable hotel opens in Queenstown with a difference.
Oh, I'm not happy with this product demonstration, Ralphie. Oh, relax. It's all about balance. The balance between softness and strength. And my balance is perfect. So we won't fall? Of course not.
Hi, Ralphie.
Oh, hey there. Whoa. You fell for her. Yep, I fell for her. Cotton Softs. Softness and strength you can trust. I'm Cotton Soft on the environment too.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
At Action Engineering, the team make their mark as innovators in engineering because they don't just make things, they provide solutions. Call now on 477-1643 or go online to see the services they provide.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Wait for seed to germinate. Why not do it the smart way? For instant results, call Ready Lawn today, or for more information, go to readylawn.co.nz.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Thanks for staying with us. The Lower South Island-based rugby team, the Highlanders, are booked to play the French Barbarians in Invercargill in June. The game is scheduled for Friday, June the 22nd, and will come between 3 games that feature the French team against New Zealand's national team, the All Blacks. This will be the second international match for the local Highlanders, following their game against the British and Irish Lions in 2017. Queenstown has acquired a new hotel that is a little more affordable than the usual hotels and motels in the resort town. However, on the downside, the rooms are a little less spacious than what most hotels provide. The South Today went to take a look.
In recognition of the current tourist boom, Queenstown now has a pod hotel, where shared rooms accommodate up to 12 visitors in a style similar to a bunk room. However, guests can gain privacy by closing blinds. The accommodation complex also includes private rooms with ensuite bathrooms. Modern technology allows visitors to check in using a computer terminal in the lobby, and the rooms are potentially keyless with a smartphone application to unlock the doors. The 5-storey hotel has over 270 beds and is owned by car rental company Juicy, And company founder Tim Alp feels it represents a shift in tourism accommodation.
For us, it's about creating something which is next generation. It's sort of Hostel 2.0 as opposed to what is traditionally in the market.
Queenstown Mayor Jim Bolt says the lack of hotel and motel space is an issue for the resort.
We've got some more on the drawing board, but certainly accommodation is an issue for us.
A quick look online showed a single bunk pod this Saturday going for a mere $42. Queenstown's tourist numbers are expected to grow to over 750,000 visitors per year by 2020. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
And now look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Paul Gorman. What have you got for us in tomorrow's paper?
Well, Anzac Day, of course, tomorrow. Looks like the weather's going to be pretty good around the region for Anzac Day. About 8 or 9 degrees in Dunedin and Invercargill. I checked this out for dawn, and probably about 3 or 4 in central Otago, so it'll be chilly, certainly chilly, but it'll be
at least
dry.
It's not raining.
No, that's right, it should be dry, so that will be good because there'll be thousands of people at the ceremonies everywhere.
Yeah.
Got a lot of Anzac coverage in the paper, tomorrow's stories, opinion page, tomorrow's editorials on Anzac Day, so that's a big day, and there'll be updates on ODT online all day as well, so keep an eye out for that. We have a fashion tabloid in the paper tomorrow, ID Fashion Week next week, so look out for a separate tabloid on that. It's also covered in the Fresh pages, and also on the Fresh pages we have, it's hard to say, Fresh pages, we have a section on edible science. This is for kids like to learn about science, and you can make things that you eat and it teaches you various scientific concepts. That's good. Some good news stories tomorrow. City Council is claiming victory in the Saddle Hill quarrying case. The Court of Appeal has come down against the quarriers, but the quarry says it will carry on doing what it's doing, so that could be quite an interesting battle there.
That's been going on for quite some time.
It has. It's all to do with the shape. I think from one side, from the Tyree side, you can see the hole in the hill. From the other side, it's not so obvious. And also, the Ombudsman has reprimanded DOC for allowing helicopter landings at Mount Tutoko in Fiordland. It's a special site for Ngāi Tahu. They are allowed 10 landings, and apparently there's been up to 70 landings a day for tourists. So DOC's had a bit of a rap on the knuckles there. And just something else to mention, tomorrow we're going to start our search for some great autumn photos in the column, the page 2 column. Dave Cannon did it last year for the Wash. He had some fantastic pictures, so keen to do it again this year. So if readers and viewers got some autumn shots, please send them in. It'd be great to see them.
Wonderful, thanks Paul.
Okay, thanks.
So get out there and start snapping your autumn photos. And now it's time for a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by Mole Map.
Today's southern view is looking out over South Dunedin. Looking at the situation, a westerly airflow is dying out and a few fine days are on the way for southern districts, but watch out for some rain and cold southerly winds arriving at the weekend. Looking at what's in store for the southern towns on Anzac Day, Balclutha, Catlins, Lumsden and Gore are all in for moderate winds, some cloud and a high of 13. Moving westwards to central, we see Queenstown and Wanaka expecting light winds, fine weather and a high of 14 or 15, cloud in Alexandra with light winds and a high of 14, and I'm sorry but Te Anau will see some showers and moderate winds with a high of 13. Travelling up to the northern towns along the coast, Oamaru and Timaru are both in for light winds, some cloud and a high of 14, and it's even nicer inland with the Marama and Twizel expecting light winds, clear skies and a high of 15. In Dunedin tonight it will be cloudy with winds dying out and a chilly overnight low of 6. Mostly cloudy on Anzac Day with moderate northeast winds, pleasant temperatures, a few sunny periods developing during the afternoon. Some brief showers may develop tomorrow evening, 14 and 10. And it's sunny periods and increasing high cloud on Thursday with moderate winds 16 and 11. And in Invercargill tonight it will be mostly cloudy with a chilly overnight low of 3, mostly cloudy on Anzac Day with a few sunny periods at times during the day with moderate winds. Brief showers likely during the evening, a high of 13 and a low of 9. And mild weather on Thursday with sunny skies and some high cloud, plus moderate winds, 17 and 11. And that's our news for this Tuesday. For the latest news from the southern region, you can follow us on Facebook and at channel39.co.nz. We take a break tomorrow night and have a 1-hour Anzac Day special instead at 5, 7 and 9 p.m. Until Thursday, take care. Ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.